Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna be completely honest and tell you how I've been failing at my faith. For the past week, for the past 2 weeks or so, I've really been in this transition period where I was allowing myself to be transformed by God and to be renewed, to really step in to the role of being a child of God, a man of God, so I can go ahead and, be a better servant to God, be a better lover to God, be a better lover to the world and to the people. And I've really just been failing at it. I've been in this conclave of trying to understand what it is I must do, but then going in my own way and kind of slowly falling out with the faith, in the sense of that I'm not reading my word, that I'm not praying as much, that I'm just slowly falling away from God. And I've been seeing it happening. Then I let myself to believe that this was a good thing and that all the dirt in my system is being poured out and that I'm fighting against forces of evil. But now that I look back on it, I've just been making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and I've been walking away from the Lord just blatantly and obviously, and I couldn't even see it. So now I'm at this point where there's a lot of mistakes. I need to repent. I need to, you know, get my shit together again. And it's just been a very confusing time for me because I have never lived like this. And even though, I went on this great weekend where I let some things behind and I said I was going to do this and offer this to God and what my desires were and everything, that is showing. And I think I'm still in the process of getting that all together. And I think my process is kind of a slow process right now, as I can't really tell you what is going to happen or whatever. Like I said, it's been a very confusing time. So let me just put things into clarity, into perspective, I guess. I've been trading, not really working now. I've already lost a bunch of money. And I really found out a lot of dirt that was in my system and a lot of weakness that was in my system through the trading process. So I'm kind of happy with that because now I can work with that. But the thing is, see, there I go again. I always say now I gotta work with that, but I don't even know if I should, because I've been learning to give everything to God. And now in the book there is already like a perfect image of what you should be as a man of God, like self-control, disciplined, loving, caring, all those kinds of things. And all this dirt that I got, I just want to give it to God, man. If I don't know, I've been saying that if I could just die within myself and bring God to the earth, and that would be the easiest choice of my life. Like that would be something that I would do right away. But I don't think it works that way, and now I'm kind of doubting the way it works because it's just been such a rocky road. And I don't mind a rocky road, I can always come back, and I will always step back stronger. I will always rise again. That's 100% sure, but it's just right now at this point, I don't know how to maneuver properly. And, I got to read the word more. I got to pray more. I got to be with God more. I understand that, but there's a lot of things that are going on in between that also need care. And I don't know whether to step in or step out. It's a very, very weird process, especially when you have some kind of intuition and you also, feel like you're really close with God. Because I felt like I was really close with God, and then I could follow his commands, and he was speaking to me very occasionally. And now I still feel that way. It's just there's so much confusion going on within my system that it's really hard to make the right decision, make the proper move, to take the right guidance. So yeah, this is a different video than I usually make. This video is more about, being real and also seeing the failures that are going on. Now that I am speaking about it, though, it does feel good to speak about it, to get it out of my system. So, it's a process. It's a process that I'm going through. And if you are in a similar situation where maybe you feel like you're just failing God, you're just failing at life, and you don't know what to do, there's so much confusion going on, and no matter how much you pray or do your word, it just doesn't work. Well, I'm in the boat right now too, but God has given me authority over sin, and He's warned us all against what will happen if we disobey Him. So I'm gonna work my hardest, or my least hardest, whatever is necessary. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to just walk in obedience with God, because that's really what's important here. See, I failed a lot, and there's a lot of things that are going wrong right now. But at the same time, this gives me a great opportunity to strengthen my faith, to make my faith bigger in all aspects of my life, not just some. Because I was great at prayer, great at staying close to God, great at worship, but when it comes to like following His commandments and properly obeying God, that's a struggle for me, because that's not really something that I'm used to, and now I've really seen what that can lead to. So it's time to change that. So if you are in a similar situation, man, I encourage you to just be honest with yourself first of all, but also see the things as an opportunity. I've always done this in my life. I've always used all the negative situations in my life, all the negative circumstances, to go towards a positive and use it as a positive. And I'm not going to stop doing that now, because with God, it's important. I got everything from God, and I'm willing to do everything for God. And it's really time to put that into work, put that into reality, put that into the work that I do. So, yeah, today I just decided to be a little bit real with y'all. And I guess first things first for me right now is just to take a break from things, really get my head together, get my heart together, put it in the right place with God, repent, and yeah, strengthen my faith. Somehow I'm just gonna see now. Here's the thing. Now I'm noticing it. See, I know exactly what to do, in the sense of, I know what the right direction is. At least that's what I'm always leading myself to believe. Like, okay, I just gotta repent, I just gotta do this, and walk into obedience with God. And I say I know, but I've just read a lot about that. I just read that in the Bible, and it really inspired me. So that's kind of how I know, right? But maybe that's not at all what the point is right now. See, I don't exactly know. I always think I know, but I don't exactly know. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting that I've noticed that while I was making this video. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. Maybe I will. It's kind of interesting to me. It might be interesting to others. Might be interesting to you. But yeah, I always think I know what to do, but in reality, that might not be true at all. There might be other things that I should be doing right now, but then it's kind of like, how do I know what to do? How do I know what the right moves are? How do I know what the right decision is? Because I've always lived through a kind of philosophy that I made for myself to kind of direct my steps and know what the right moves are. And now that philosophy is slowly falling away, I guess, or it's already fallen away, because I'm just I want to be the best I can be for God. I want to, like I said, if I could just sacrifice myself completely and bring God to earth, then that's what I would do. I want to be a good catalyst for God and all that, but man, it ain't always easy. Sometimes it really fucking sucks. But I'm not trying to be kind of negative though. But honestly, man, that's just kind of what it is. That's just kind of what it is right now. I don't, yeah. As much as I love the idea and the aspect of, speaking life over yourself and standing in the happiness and peace and authority of God, sometimes that's just not what it is, man. Sometimes it's a fucking struggle. Sometimes it's confusion. Sometimes it's anger. Sometimes it's a lot of things that wouldn't necessarily be of God, you feel me? But that's just what it is sometimes. But hey, at least, I do know that my God is a good God, and that His love is unfailing and unconditional, and that, there is a way towards prosperity and peace. And that's what I do know within my heart and truly know. So I also, that will give me the knowledge, or that gives me the knowledge and the confidence that everything will be all right. And right now, I'm still happy. I'm still happy, and that's maybe the craziest thing. I'm still happy right now. My circumstances do not define my happiness anymore. It's just, even when I do get a little angry or frustrated or anything like that, I'm still happy. I cannot be not happy anymore. And that's a blessing by itself. So from there, we just will go on and we will build. But it's also time to step a little bit in uncomfortability. Even though I feel like I've been doing that a lot, I have been really uncomfortable the past few weeks, but I think I've been doing that more out of the own ideas that I created in my head instead of, the uncomfortability of being truly obedient. But I don't know. It's very difficult for me to see where I'm at right now, in the sense that I don't know if everything is going according to plan, or if I just fucked up everything and now I need to, regain a step back. That's really the frustrating thing about this and the confusing thing, because I can see a lot of the good things that are happening in my life and the way that I'm growing, and I can also see everything that I wanted to get done and that is not really happening. And you know in a weird way, my life is just upgrading and getting better, but in a sense, there's also a lot of things that are just being destroyed and are, completely fading away to something that I don't want it to be. So it's a very strange transformation period. I always call these transition periods very confusing because they just simply are. And I know that in probably like a month, I don't know when, but I know that in due time, everything will just have its place and everything will all make sense. But right now, in this period, there's a lot of confusion going on. So yeah, as you can clearly tell, this video is all over the place. I'm all over the place right now. But in a sense, I think that is right now the authentic expression of what's going on in my life. But the important thing to notice is I'm still happy. I'm still good. I'm still, very thankful and grateful towards God for everything. I'm blessed that I am in this position right now. And I'm not going to let anything in my life really destroy my relationship with God, even though I've been destroying some things myself. It's all right. It's all right. We'll get right back to it. And I mean, if you are, like I said, in a similar situation, keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. Don't let that shit take you down. Don't fall into the sadness. Don't fall into the anger. It's okay to have it, but don't fall into it, man, because it's just not worth it. God gave you all these blessings. God gave you all this life. God gave you all this happiness, and it's not worth it to let all of that go just because you've been making your own mistakes, or just because life isn't going your way, or the world has his way with you. You feel me? So, hey, man, just keep your head up, keep smiling, keep sticking to it, keep doing what you're doing, but do it with God. Just keep involving God into your life, man. And that's the thing. I could say that so hard to you right now, like so easily to you. I could just tell you that. And 5 minutes ago, I didn't even know what the fuck I should be doing right now, but then I can give advice on others. So it's very strange how that's a thing. That's always been a thing, though. I think for many people, they can give great advice, but follow it. Oh, so these videos are good for me too. We are into this together, and right now you have just witnessed a very, very raw process of me reflecting on what is going on and kind of learning through that. So you know what? I will post this video. I will post this video, so because this is magical right here. This is magical right here. This is what we call the transmission of alchemy. Nah, I'm getting hyped up now. No, but for real though, if there is any word that I can give you today that just is in my heart right now as I'm speaking, it's just don't let that shit take you down, man. Don't let it take you down. Just keep rising up. You haven't really fallen if you're still happy. You haven't fallen if you're still with God. You feel me? Even though you might have fallen into temptation, or you might be sinning, and that there's this big guilt you have, or you feel like you need to repent, you have not fallen yet, my brother. You're still here. You're still here, and God is also still here. He did not move. He did not budge. He's still here with you to wait on you for a move, for a prayer, for a single step towards righteousness, and he will help you right away again. He will not forsake you, because that is what he said. He stays with you. He will not forsake you. You feel me? So for you and for me, let's both understand right now in this moment that we're fine, that we're gonna be good, and that sometimes we just need to be a little bit still to let God do his thing, even when it comes to our mind, even when it comes to our bodies or our lives. Just detach from that and just focus on God, focus on Jesus. And I've tried to do that myself throughout this week. And sometimes it has really worked, but other times I could just kind of force myself to focus on Jesus and then would be ripped away from that focus again. So, stillness, man, stillness. When you don't know what to do, just be still and it will come to you. All right. So I'm gonna end it there. Hopefully, this video, showed some authenticity and showed something that you can relate to, and maybe has encouraged you to stand in the happiness and stand in the fruits of God. And yeah, have a blessed day. Stay close to yourself. Peace.